Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make the Anisette sponge dessert. I figure I don't really show my face that much, but I figure for this we're going to go through the process. I'm going to show you the ingredients and all that you're going to need. I just wanted to show my face a little bit because I normally don't do that, and explain to you a little bit about the dessert. The Anisette sponge it's a cookie, but they have like a licorice flavor to them. If you're not a big fan of like licorice flavor, you can also use like vanilla wafers. I'll show you, the box and everything there. And then I'll show you all the ingredients that you will need to make the Anisette sponge dessert. I'm going to swing you around and I'm going to show you the ingredients of what we have. Okay, to make this dessert, you would need a casserole dish. If you are taking this like to a picnic or something like that, you would want to put it maybe in a throwaway pan, and then you can layer it that way in the throwaway pan. But you're going to need a casserole dish. You're going to need the Anisette sponge. I can only find these on Amazon. You need the sponge. They are well, when I put it together, I will show you the sponging. But the only ones I can find them in is in Stelladora. Let me see. There you go. Stelladora Anisette sponge. They do make an Anisette toast. You don't want that one. You want the sponge. Then you need a big thing of cooked chocolate pudding, a big box of vanilla chocolate pudding, and you're going to need some whipped topping. Either one or two of these. I picked up two. So you can see I have two. Yeah, I don't know why my camera's doing weird. I mean, there we go. You need two. I picked up two of these, but depending on the size casserole dish that you make or throwaway pan that you're going to use, aluminum pan, you might only need one. I picked up two just to be safe. It won't go wasted in my house. If you do not like the taste of the Anisette sponge, you can make them. You can make this dessert with vanilla wafer cookies. So if you decide to use the vanilla wafer cookies, I would pick up 2 boxes. You don't have to pick up name brand. Store brand works just as well, because I've used store brand vanilla wafers in this also when I couldn't find the Anisette sponge. So you can, as long as it's a vanilla wafer cookie, because that's what you're going to line your bottom with if you don't use the Anisette sponge. But these I had to get off Amazon. I could not find them in any of the stores, and I had to actually literally buy them off of Amazon. So they're not cheap. If you can find them in your store, they'll run anywhere from $3.29 up to $5 a package. That's why I don't make this dessert that much. It's a real quick and easy dessert to make. There's very little cooking involved. But trying to find these at a decent price, these cookies at a decent price, is why I don't make it that often. But when I do, I usually make it in the summertime for different picnics and things like that. So those are the ingredients you're going to need. Casserole dish, Anisette sponge, chocolate and vanilla. You need the cooked pudding. You can use the instant. The only thing is it's not going to firm up the way you want it. I like to cook because it firms up a little bit better. But if you want to use the instant, you can use the instant. I just prefer the cook because it firms a little better. And you just cook your Jell-O to what it says on the package. So I will have all the ingredients for for this down below. So you're going to need Anisette sponge, 2 to 3 packages, depending on what size casserole or throwaway pan you're going to be using. Casserole dish, chocolate and vanilla pudding, and of course your whipped topping. 1 to 2 of these. I picked up 2. So Jell-O is made according to the back of the package here. So you just cook this to how it is on the back of the package. When I'm done cooking the 2 puddings, then I will show you how to start assembling this together. So I will be back once the puddings are cooked. Okay, I have the pudding all made. Hopefully that's not too glary. You want it so where it's thick, but not too thick, because it's going to set into the refrigerator. So about like that consistency. You just follow on the back of the box how much milk to put in, and you got to keep constantly stirring it. So now we're going to work on the Stella Dora cookies here, and we're going to open up the packages and get them straight down. So let me open up the packages and then I'll show you how you lay them down in here. Okay, I have 2 packages open. See, these are, they're like spongy a little bit. So that's what you want. So we're going to lay them down in here. Probably do it that way. I don't know how many you're going to need. Depends on the size. The size of a container, you know, casserole you want to make, or throwaway pan, however you want to do it, aluminum pan. And put them on an angle like this so they'll fit. And then we'll get the other package here. Okay, so we don't need quite 2 packages. You want them just like that. We're going to take our pudding, and you just want to pour it. You want to pour it over the cookies. Okay. Alrighty, we got that done there. Now you want to take your second layer and you want to put these on top of your second layer. And you just layer them like this, and this is going to go in the refrigerator for a couple of hours until the vanilla sets. And then we're just going to go like that, and I'm going to have to open up the other package, so let me get the other package open. These on top here, just like we did the bottom layer. And this is going to go and sit in the refrigerator for a couple of hours until that vanilla pudding sets up, and then we can do the chocolate pudding. And we're just going to maneuver some to make some room here. Okay, I could probably fit another one there. There. Now this is going to set up. We even got 2 left over for the cook. That's a snack for me later. So we have this now. I'm going to put foil on this, and I'm going to pop it in the fridge, let it sit for about an hour to 2 hours. Then we'll come back and we'll do the chocolate pudding, and then we'll let that set. So once this sets up, I will be back, and then we will do the chocolate layer. Okay, we got the chocolate pudding all set, and it's all thickened. That's how the thickness you want it, because it's gonna firm up in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna take, sorry for the noise for the foil. want to show you that, see how this is firmed up. That's what you want with the vanilla. And now we're going to pour the chocolate over the top. Get my spoon out of here. All right. And we're going to pour the chocolate over the top. We can use the spoon to spread it out when we're done. There we go. And I'm just going to get my spoon here. And we're just going to spread it out. Oops. Fogging up my camera here. Sorry about that. And then just spoon it out so it's just all the cookies are covered. Now we're going to cover this back up. And this has to set up. So we'll come back once this is cooled down and put the whipped cream on, and then we'll slice it so you can see. You could probably pretty much see the layers a little bit. But we will be back after this cools, and then we will put the whipped cream on top. Okay, it's all set up, and the chocolate's all nice and firm. Well, it'll be okay. Now I open up the Cool Whip, and we're just going to dollop it on here like this. And then we're going to spread it out. It's a little bit frozen because I had it in the freezer. Mix it up. I will have this recipe in the description box below if anybody wants to make it. If you don't like the Anisette sponge, you can use the vanilla wafer cookies. And then we're just going to spread it out. It's a little on the frozen side still, but we're going to make it work. And you just want to cover the top. Cover the top completely. All the way around. Making a mess. I'm going to have to clean it up. And you just want to spread it out so you get it all in the corners. So it looks nice and neat. And then we'll go back and we'll finish it up and get it nice and neat. Now you don't have to put this on the top if you don't want to. You can do it like individual servings. You can do that too. I prefer to put it on the top. And we're just gonna go around and smooth it out so it looks nice. Okay, I'm just going to clean that up a little bit. And you can put on the top of this, if you put the whipped cream on top, you can put on the top like some cocoa powder. You could dust it with cocoa powder, or if you like a little bit of shaved chocolate, you can do that. But we're going to cut into it so you can see what it looks like. And we're just going to make sure it's all, first piece is always the hardest to try to get out. But we're going to make it work here. And you can see the layers with the cake. The layers with the cake and the chocolate and the vanilla all in there. I don't know the right name for it. I just call it Anisette sponge dessert cake. It's great for the summertime when it's hot outside. It's very little bacon involved. It's a little time consuming because you have to let each component, you know, cool before you put the next one on. But let me turn these down a little bit so you can see. Here's the vanilla and the anisette, the chocolate, and that. And that is the anisette sponge dessert. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you get a chance to make it, let me know in the comments what you think of it. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care, everyone. Bye.